What's up guys, it's your boy Ru, and look at what we've got over here, fam! We have a Tales of Arise update. Turn up, because this game is phenomenal. I'm so excited for this. We've got a lot of stuff to kind of review and talk about here. We've got gameplay footage, but not just any kind of gameplay. We've got action, combat, and we've got exploration, so we're definitely going to take a look at both of that. We've got screenshots to look at. We've also got Mystic Arts animations for Kisara and Dohalim. So, with all that being said, I can't think of a better way to get this video started than taking a look at Shield Mommy Captain Kisara's Mystic Arts. Let's go. So her Mystic Art animation was pretty nice, nothing too crazy here, fairly simple. She just kind of like holds her shield. I do like this screenshot right here, shows off her fierce, strong attitude, and you also get, you get a nice shot of her plated armored monet, you know what I'm saying? And then we've got her, look at that look, fierce, you know what I'm saying? How she's able to hold this heavy ass shield over top of her head, I have no idea. My shoulder socket is actually crying taking a look at this screenshot. Now, let's cue in Dohalim's Mystic Art. Representation, baby, let's go. So one thing I really loved about his Mystic Art animation, he was absolutely working that bow. He was absolutely using that stick, you feel me? Like he was going in with that, and I absolutely love that. This part was probably my favorite aspect to the Mystic Art animation. It's just close up to his eye, and the way his pupil is glowing like that, you could really feel the sort of his savagery. First thing I really liked when I saw this gameplay is this right here. I absolutely love how the characters are now in the bottom left corner. Really love this. Absolutely gorgeous. The action is just high-paced, real, just keeps going, and it doesn't feel too spammy, so that's good. Because there's all sorts of different combos you can use, so I definitely like that detail. Now, right about here, I want to pause it. Right there. Like, what in the world? This lightning sort of prison vortex thingy. Absolutely crazy. So yeah, one of the main things I love about this gameplay is that it's so high-paced. Like there's not a lot of wasting time. It's not slow. It keeps your attention engaged. So this is strike right here. It's associated with some sort of break. I believe in order to perform those kind of unique combo attacks, like how we saw in that trailer with Blossom throwing the magical bullets that she made and then Law punching it, those sort of combination arts, I do believe it has to be off a strike. Alpin's putting in the work, doing a bunch of damage. He's getting support from beautiful Blossom over here. Maybe Rinwell is doing some artwork. Who knows? Then we get a strike right here. Bang. Then, immediately after they get that strike, we have this right here. Blossom enchants his blade, gives him the power of the flames, and then he goes in. Combination. And we're going to see more instances of that as I continue this gameplay. So we can see Law going in right there, putting in that work. I really love Law's combat as well. The way he he really reminds me of Natsu Dragneel. Like the Dragon Slayers, I absolutely love that. Now here, so as soon as Alpin attacks this crustacean, you get this blue sort of radiation lights going on. And what that I think this is depicting is essentially showing you the fact that your attacks aren't as effective. Right, so probably what I'm thinking here is going on is Alpin's attack type isn't effective. So you're getting that visually through this light. Because if you take a look right here, like look at the damage that's being done. Like you can see this HP bar. Like the HP bar is barely even moving. And then all of a sudden, blue lights barely does any damage. And then Law comes in into the switch and he just breaks him instantly. Breaks that blue little aura shield and then he starts doing heavy damage. So everyone is going in, everyone else is automatic, which is very similar to what we usually see in Tales of games. So I'm not surprised there. We got a break, so there's a break gauge. Alpin's combos are looking really nice with his arts. One thing I do wish I could see, I would have liked to have seen him dual wield. See, once again. So as I was about to say, I wish Alpin could dual wield with the sort of clean black blade and his flame torch sword. That would have been like true. That would have made this game top 1 of the year for me. Now, again, we saw it again. Except this time it's between Rinwell and Law. We got a strike, and then we got a combination art. Simple. So I'm not fully sure how, which combination art is going to pop off, how that works. but I think it's based off whoever gets the strike off. This video really shows off how we can have both the ground attack and the aerial attack and how you can combo up both of them and string these attacks together. I absolutely love that. I also love that little ending right there. How kind of like slowly like fades like that. Love that. Now this dude, some of these monster designs are ridiculous. But the main thing with this gameplay is we got to see that Phoenix Mystic art. Not Phoenix. We got to see that Phoenix art. Super dope, super clean. We're very looking forward to seeing that in game. Like look at this right here. Look at this. Look at that. So it's looking like that Phoenix is actually not a specific, like it has no relation to Mystic Arts. It's like an actual thing you can do in your combos. But right now we're locked into this kind of just generic body part. And then look at this right here, y'all. Boom. He switches. You saw that? Y'all saw that? Bring it back. So we had this pop-up right here. And it's looking like a gigantic enemy. So I'm assuming this only applies to really huge, humongous enemies. Kind of like golems, giants, titans, just large mantis, scorpion, dragons, if there's going to be dragons in this game. It's sort of like those kind of like smaller enemies that we saw. Then right after that, we're generically just targeted on the main body. And then you can actually switch. He switches into the smaller body part. So I'm thinking this means is like maybe like this part of the section is weaker than this part. Because you can see clearly he's armored here. He's got spikes. So probably your attacks do less damage. So you can like differentiate your lock-on into these smaller areas, into the legs, maybe the head, the nose, you know what I'm saying? So I found that to be very interesting. And then he just goes in. Yeah, and then you just go in on that body part. And now he's starting to do more damage. And then I believe you get a strike off right about now. And oh, you know what? Yep. I haven't been really focusing on her. So let me just bring it back one more time. And let's get Blossom's arts attack right there. And then we'll move on to the couple screenshots for this. And then we'll finally get into exploration. I mean, look at this, y'all. Look at this. Blossom. I absolutely love her combat. And her design. Everything. She's definitely top waifu for me in Tales of Arise. Look at this. Look at that. Look at her. Basically what we're going to see when we want to use items. And it's in high def. So I don't mind, you know. If I have to use an item, I get free visuals of Blossom and Shield Mommy. Yes, please. Now, let's take a look at some of the exploration that was revealed today. Because this game looks absolutely amazing. And also, keep in mind, once again, that this is not only is this a YouTube video that we're watching, but I actually downgraded the resolution in order to get a smooth recording of this. So, that means that this is not gonna look in-game, okay? In-game is gonna look way better than this, and it already looks this good. Like, look at this. Look at that. Because usually, like the previous Tales of games, they have amazing, like, animated cutscenes, but the overworld doesn't look this great. Like, this glow-up is insane. It's actually ridiculous. Look at Blossom over here. Look at her. Beautiful. Beautiful. Now, I'm really hoping that this dialogue between the party members has voice acting more so than this silence that they showed in this video. When talking to NPCs, I don't really mind if there's no dialogue for it, because I mean the sheer amount of NPCs that are going to be in this game, I definitely don't expect them to have VAs, you know what I'm saying? But for when the characters talk to each other, I really hope that dialogue has VAs for it, because I absolutely love the Japanese dialogue VAs in this game. So right here, we've got like this, you know, it's mineral. We just slash it, we get some items. But we have like these boars over here. And if I play this, like they don't see me. Like look at this. They don't turn around, they don't notice you, they don't do anything. They just sit there and chill. So what was that about? We had like this little house area. We got some cows. You love to see animals. But overall, yeah, this game just looks amazing, y'all. Like you can kind of see the mist. It might be a little bit of just my recording, but you can see the mist. You got this beautiful lake. You can see these particles floating around. So I'm thinking that's maybe like not necessarily pixies, but maybe like astral energy particles or something. We can even jump into lakes and we could swim, reach chests. Look at that. We can swim in this game. So if you need some exercise, if you need to get some cardio, you need to lose some calories, go ahead and hop in the lake and get some swimming in there. Now this right here is crazy. Look at this, y'all. Look at that. Look at that. Look at her shield. So that's actually, so the shield that she has is actually her base shield, and you can like change it and it'll show the differences. I can't remember if that was in the previous Tales of games, but I really like that. And this shield she has specifically looks ridiculous. So again, another area. I think this is the final area right here, and then we'll look at some final screenshots and we'll end this video. Hopefully this doesn't end up being too long here, because it's basically a full about 15 minutes of footage. So you know, adding that 15 minutes, then me talking about it, it can get kind of lengthy. So again, this I don't mind not having dialogue for NPC conversations, because I mean, for them to have VAs for NPC conversations, that's a little bit too much. But those side conversations between party members, I'm really hoping that there's VAs for those, because I love my voice acting and I appreciate voice actors that put in all this work for these games and that don't get the recognition they deserve. So I appreciate them. I appreciate their work. So I want to, I want to experience that. So I definitely hoping that the conversations internally within the party has VAs. And I mean, again, look at her. Look at Blossom. Definitely waifu with Tales of Arise. I mean, do I need to say anymore? You know what I'm saying? Y'all know what I'm saying? The next thing is, I can't remember what it's called, but I believe, we haven't seen it in this part, but I believe, isn't there like those I'm gonna say like those party little side cutscene conversations, like mini stories, if you will, that I kind of vaguely remember from Tales of Berseria, for example. And I'm pretty sure the other games have it as well, I just can't remember at the top of my head. I really hope that comes into Tales of Arise as well. Now this right here, we're in front of that little castle area. I'm gonna say castle area. So we're in front of that little area, I believe, that we saw in the trailer through the Summer Game Festival. The last couple of screenshots, really love this view. I have no idea where they're heading to, but this place really gives me vibes of like an ancient relic type of area. Like something where like mystical powers exist. This is what this makes me feel like. The sort of rocky terrain here, the way this is shown, like this stuff, whatever you want to call this, I find it very peculiar. Like, how did it form like that? I don't know where this is from. I believe this is probably just like character summaries, like a character page, if you will. And this is amazing. Like, do y'all see this art? Like, oh my goodness. The flames that are coming off of this blade. See, like, look at his arm. It's actually burnt a cinder. You cannot tell me that there's not going to be any side effects. And if there is no side effects, then who the hell is this man? Who the heck is Alphen really? What is his true identity? For him to be able to hold a sword like this, where his arm gets burnt up and him not get any detrimental effects? Like, what's up with that? There's no way. Like, doesn't make sense to me. So he can't be a regular Doré. Then of course, Blossom. I can't go 5 seconds without talking about Blossom. So there you go. Same sort of character description. For me, I love her dress, love her design, love her hair, love her eyes, love her weapon, especially love her weapon. And some of the ways it can work in tandem with Alphen's melee combos. Love that. And then again, we have a close-up right here. Looking beautiful. Not sure what exactly these depict, but I figured I'd just throw this on here since it is, screenshots. So why not? We have the same sort of screenshot for Dohalim as well. Like, that's not an ordinary bow staff. It's got designs and stuff. Then, of course, we got Shield Mommy over here. We cannot forget about her now. We cannot forget about Shield Mommy. Alright, so now we also got a new screenshot of the Mystery Man versus Alphen. And if you look, doesn't their blades, like this blade and this blade, it's kind of similar. Almost like they're pairs. It almost feels either like maybe not even pairs, but like they're sort of from the same blacksmith potentially. Like the person that built these blades built both of them, perhaps. And why does every single time we see this Mystery Man, he's always coming after Alphen? So why is he after Alphen? Is there a connection between these two? What's underneath this mask? And who is this guy really? Who is Alphen really, and who the hell is him? So this right here reminds me of those kind of like skill trees that you see, for example, in Final Fantasy X, the remastered version. Like kind of how you can have each node gives you different kind of stats, gives you HP, mana, attack, defense, skills, passive skills, that kind of thing. That's what this grid right here reminds me of. I'm already going to start working on building my time machine so I can go get that before all of y'all. Let me tell you. Now, I am going to leave the link to this article in the description down below. This video is actually him talking about his impressions playing the game. I haven't fully watched it yet. I only watched a little bit parts of it, but this is definitely something you may be interested in, because I believe he actually is the one that played. Like, he actually had hands-on. Like, he was hands-on with it, whereas I'm just giving my impressions based off visuals. That's it for now. Let me know what you guys think about some of the stuff we saw in this gameplay right here, and as far as just the game in general, what are you guys' thoughts? Are y'all excited? Are y'all hyped? This kind of not meet your expectations? Did it exceed your expectations? All that good stuff. Thank you guys for watching. I hope y'all enjoyed it. If you did enjoy it, hit the damn like button, because your feedback does help a lot for when I'm creating this, and kind of like, I can kind of gauge where like stuff I need to improve on, not improve on, change up, etc, etc. Have a great rest of your Thursday, and I'll see y'all soon. Peace.